All right, today's workout was 30 down. So if you don't know what a 30 down workout is, it's basically not even 30 down, but a down workout. It's basically where you take whatever number of reps you're going to do for the first set. That could be, in this case, 30. It could be 15. It can even be all the way up to 100. And you go down in reps basically in every set, right? So first set would be 30. Second set would be 29, then 28, 27, so on and so forth until you reach all the way down to 1. So when you do 30 down, you get to about 445 reps. But when, if you want to do even, get a nice even round number, like 500, then you're going to have to do 55 more. So at the end of this, I did 2 sets of 20, and then I did a set of 15. So it was very, very challenging, especially the first couple of reps. First couple of sets, where basically from 30 all the way down to 20, I was on this timer, every minute on the minute timer, and I would have it would take me 30 seconds to do a set, and then after that, I would have to go right back into doing it after my time ran out, and so trying to do that was just incredibly hard, right? And I think I even collapsed on one of my sets because of just how hard it was. And it was just crazy. Just a lot of willpower and mental power to complete this, right? And another thing too was that when it came to going down in reps, further and further, when I got past 15, it became easier and easier. So it's okay, I could go to I could do 20, 30 all the way down to 20, and that would be painful and hard. But then once I got to 15 all the way down to 1, it was pretty easy, especially since I was still kind of going with the same relative pace and speed. With the reps now, I am doing these kind of half reps. I'm not locking out all the way at the top. I'm not standing all the way straight up when I get to the top of the movement, but trust me, bro, I still feel it, right? I'm recording this audio later on, and I still feel it in my legs. It's crazy. It's insane. I would definitely recommend you try out a 30 down workout. And this is not my first time doing this on the channel. I've done this twice before, one with my friend Andrew, and then one by myself in my bedroom. With the timer that I had on, every minute on the minute, it was 30 minutes, right? So basically, I dedicated every minute or 1 minute to every set. And technically, I would have been able to complete this in under 30 minutes because the last couple of reps, right, from 5 all the way down to 1, are pretty easy to do. You can just do those back to back, and I did do that. But I used the rest of my time to do the 2 sets of 20, and then to do the last set of 15, right, in order to get to that nice crisp 500. This, a lot of people will claim that body weight won't do anything for your legs. You won't grow your legs or whatever the case may be. But for me, I've been doing just primarily body weight movements. When it comes to my leg development, I might put on a weight vest here and there, but that's still very much my own body weight that I'm moving around most of the time. And it's especially if you go ballistic hard like this, right, doing 500 reps in a single workout, that's the hard part, right? That's going to be incredibly difficult, right? And that's definitely going to be growth because you're getting so much stress and tension on the muscles. I know I approach failure quite a good amount of times. So people will kind of just be oh, you can't build your legs off of just bodyweight squats. You definitely can. Now, maybe you won't build the biggest, largest legs, even the strongest legs known to mankind. But if that's not what you're looking for, if you're just looking for an athletic body, strong, capable legs, right, that can move your body around with some extra weight, then, bodyweight squats, bodyweight leg movements will do the trick just fine, right? Zero equipment, right? This workout that I did, 500 squats, zero equipment, no barbell, no plates, no weighted vest even, no belt squat, whatever the case, no machines, right? Just my own body weight, just the ground in my backyard, and that was it, right? Completely for free. I got an incredibly effective workout for free. Now, if you're a beginner, this workout did take me 30 minutes, right? And if you're a beginner, this obviously won't take you 30 minutes, all right? If you're gonna start doing 30 down and like you're just like fresh, you've never even done calisthenics before, you will be wiped out. You probably can't even make it down to 1. You might get to like 15 maybe. You might get halfway through. But in general, like, you can try this, especially if you have some type of experience, right? If you can comfortably do 30 squats in a row, then you can try this. But you might not be able to get to 30 down within 30 minutes, right? You might be able to do it in an hour. You might do it in 45. Maybe you might even be able to do it less than me, right? I'm pretty sure there's some people out here who can do this in like 20 minutes, who can do this in maybe even 15 minutes. I'm not sure. But it's definitely since, oh, here's me collapsing right there. Yeah, I couldn't even move. And then I was still able to get up before my timer went off. But it definitely takes a lot of time to get to this type of level, especially if you're going to be doing like something like Hindu squats, right? These aren't regular body weight squats. I'm doing Hindu squats, so I'm pushing my knees forward by elevating my heels. So it's getting a lot of my quads in there. Whilst with a regular body weight squat, you're gonna get a good amount of like glutes and hips in there, so your quads aren't pushing most of the weight. But here with like Hindu squats, it's like just mostly it's like 90%, 85% your quads, and then your glutes are like working out a little bit, and then you're having to balance on your calves, right? So it's definitely not easy. It's not for the weak. It's not for the weak, that's for sure. That is for sure. And if you're going to do 30 down, I would advise, or I would recommend at least, that you try it with a friend instead of trying to be on a timer. This way you and your friend can kind of like compare and contrast each other's strengths and whatnot, and to see, who can get this better. And it's more fun as well, right? It's also a great challenge if you're going to do this with a friend. I've done this with my dad. I've done this with multiple friends before. Of course, like I said, I've done this with Andrew. And it's best to do it with a friend again, right, instead of a timer, because a timer is going to be on a fixed amount of time unless you're going to be changing the time throughout the whole time. But with a friend, it's like, okay, I do 30, then he does 30, and then let's say I do 25, he does 25. Now your rest time is being decreased, right? So you go, and then your friend goes, and right after your friend is done, you keep on going, right? So that way it could flow through better, and there's like, the rest time can actually depreciate basically over time, right? It can decrease over time, so that way you're not resting the same exact amount of time, or hell, even resting more time in between sets, right? But if you do, again, if you do need that time to rest, but you still want to complete the workout, then I would definitely say just take that time, right? Take an extra minute, take a couple of extra seconds, however much you need, in order to regain yourself, to regain your strength. Make sure you're very hydrated, right? Especially if you're doing this out in the sun. I love working out in the sun, just getting that nice hot heat of, God's ball of energy in the sky. Especially when doing workouts like this, it feels a lot more intensive, especially when I'm sweating. So I'm definitely challenging myself, and it's been getting pretty hot recently. So it's just much more incentive for me to train outside and to just challenge myself in that way. Now, this is a lower body session. I didn't do anything else. My hamstrings are pretty sore from me doing the 200 squats with my family the other day. So I was like, I'm just going to do Hindu squats. And I know since Hindu squats are going to be mostly quads, then I won't have to worry about fatiguing any other muscles. I did kind of get my calves a little bit. Your calves and ankles will work with Hindu squats, since you are going to be balancing on your heels at the bottom part of the movement. But I'm pretty sure that's just going to be an extra bonus. Your balance is also going to be really good, right? If you're like a fighter, if you're someone who does some type of sport, doing Hindu squats, right? No type of heel elevation, like no squat board slants or whatever the case may be. You're elevating your own heels as you go down. That's definitely going to help with balance, right? Think of being a martial artist. A lot of martial artists, a lot of their movements use balance, right? If you're going to be throwing a punch or a kick, you need to be able to stay light on your feet, and to stay on your feet, of course, and to be able to do something where you're continuously repping things out whilst on the balls of your feet. That's going to help a lot. And you could do, just like, if you want to even further challenge, you could just do squats just purely on the balls of your feet. I think I should try that one day, just to see how that works. But yeah, that's about all I have to say about the workout. I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of the video. It's about 2 minutes left. I would definitely recommend doing this, and this doesn't have to be with just squats. You could do down workouts with anything. You can do them with pull-ups, sit-ups, push-ups, dips, whatever the case may be. Just have fun with it. In the middle of the times when I had to rest, right, I was just doing like push-ups just randomly. So yeah, go ahead and do this. You can even superset movements with doing down workouts. You can superset 30 down push-ups with 30 down squats if you are capable of doing that, right? If you can, you're a beast at calisthenics, you're a beast at bodyweight training, you're a beast at just endurance and anything, especially if you can do it within like a 30-minute time, right? I think I definitely want to try that out one day just to see how that's gonna work in general. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out. Check out my other videos. Have a good one.